Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, the Australian dollar is not backing away from this 76 resistance after 3 consecutive attempts. The market is now looking towards this level again at 76.35. Now do note that the implications from the technical outlook is not bearish and at this stage is not backing down. If we get a break above 35, then I expect to see short covering up towards 76, 60, 65 or maybe even at a stretch at 77 cents. I'm not bullish, I just feel the market is still persisting to push higher and to squeeze all the shorts out, and eventually once that's been achieved we see another downturn, with the immediate target holding at 75.65 as minor, and then with the bearish trigger holding at 75.0515, and reassess from there. The pattern for the euro isn't exactly as bearish as I hoped, purely for the fact is that the dollar index is still a little bit mixed in terms of how the market's trading over the last 24 to 40 hours since the FOMC delivered its 25 basis points hike last week. Although Janet Yellen did give an unexpected upbeat hawkish statement, I would still like to see further strength in the US dollar to support the market to back away from this 112.30 to the 112.80 figure resistance. Although for the start of this week, from the daily outlook, we could see a further pressure to the downside with the immediate target looking towards 111.35. However, towards 110.70 could, in the short term, find the bulls returning and maybe holding until we get further indication that the dollar index is breaking down. Well, the dollar yen case at one stage was showing some bullish potential as it looked towards that 111.45.65 on Friday. However, with the gains given back, I would not completely discount another challenge to the upside for the start this week, purely for the fact is that the technicals are bullish, and if we see a move through 111.15 to 111.65, then we could see further scope to the upside to 112.50 and reassess from there. Any weakness coming back to the market should find a base now around 110.35.45 on the day, with a firmer base seen at 109.60 for this week. The pound still remains and continues to hold in a state of consolidation as the price action is confined to 126.35 to 128.10 to 25. Now today we do have the Brexit UK and EU negotiations, and the market will be looking very closely to any comments from the news wires. I still feel the market will hold bearish, and if that's the case, then we should see immediate move down towards the 126.90 to 126.35 target and reassess from that base. Any advances should struggle towards 128.10.25 as I mentioned earlier. Moving on to gold, well, the market's still pretty much holding to the downside, with the target holding at 1248.50 after the prices on Friday did hit a temporary base at or 3-week low of 1251. Now, viewing the daily technicals, there is still room to the downside. Now, a break beneath 1248 will give further scope towards a target of 1242 to 1230 to 36. Any advances on the day should find a cap around 1258. And to wrap up with oil, I still feel the market is concerningly holding to the bearish side, with the market looking towards a target of $43.4065. Although we're attempting to see some kind of recovery at the moment from Friday's price action, I feel that the market will find, or at least be struggling towards the 45.70.90 level. A break beneath 43.4065 will give further scope to the downside and bring in a target of 41.5 and reassess from there. So that wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, please look out for the intraday report that will be released shortly.